Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Doctor Who Review, episode number 66. This is the penultimate one basically in a row I'm doing, basically talking about stuff I've watched already, but reviewing it now. This time I'm reviewing Doctor Who Series 12, the second series from the Jodie Whittaker. Next we're discussing the second New Year's Day special. Once again, in the case of the first series, it's 10 episodes. But this one actually has a story arc with it, unlike the first season. And we have return of classic villains. Well, who returns for these ones? Well, first up we have is Spyfall, which is basically a Doctor Who take on James Bond. We even have, it shows in the back, the Doctor wearing this outfit. Yes, seriously. Which I thoroughly enjoy this one. The big thing about this particular two-parter is that we have the return of the Master. Yes, first time since the penultimate story of Peter Capaldi's run for the series. Yes, except we have a brand new Master. Brand new. Don't mind the fact changing this. It's interesting to go back to a guy, even though last one was a woman. Yeah, last one was Missy. Yep. Plus, we have a return of the tissue compressor, which I love this. Falling through time. It's just a really fun two-parter. Doctor reveals to her companions, Ryan, Graham, and Yaz, that she's, from Gallifrey, she's a Time Lord. And, a side effect show all the time, we already knew that. The fact that she's a Time Lord, and the fact that Master's one of her own enemies. Which, for some reason, she's tried to, keep that secret for some reason. I'm not sure why. Next up we have is Orphan 55. Orphan 55 is a futuristic story set in a dome. It's it's a very strange story. It's not exactly, how should I put this? It's not that interesting of a story, this one. Not really. It's good visually, but it's not that good of a story. But next one, oh boy, this one's a lot of fun. Yeah, we have an episode focused on Nikola Tesla in Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. This was a lot of fun. Yeah, basically talking about Nikola Tesla and a version of Thomas Edison's Rivals. I know that. It's probably by far the first actual depiction of Nikola Tesla in fiction I can think of. I don't know if any other ones existed, but we also have aliens. The fact the aliens basically are known for borrowing technology of species. They don't have technology of their own. They steal from others. Really fun story. Fugitive of the Jadoon. This is quite an interesting one, because this one is the return of the Jadoon, obviously. And we have the view of another incarnation, the Doctor, which is commonly referred to as the Fugitive Doctor, who is black. A black female Doctor, who only appears in this series for this story and one other story after this. And she claims the Doctor, and it has a version of the TARDIS that looks exactly like the first Doctor's TARDIS. Apparently it's buried for some reason. And also she did something with similar to the Chameleon Arch, where she had a life. It's a very strange story per se. And it also has something basically that some people were not very happy with. The Division. Where if you the Doctor part of the Division, and it's implied she was before the current one, it just wow. Great to see the Jadoon. I thought they were really cool. And the fact the leader is a woman. Yeah, the Doctor identified the leader as a woman, which is like, huh, you're a woman. No wonder why basically people take you seriously. Okay, yeah. And then we have, let's see. Next up is Praxis. And you're thinking, what the heck is Praxis? It's been a while since I watched the story, but it's not exactly very memorable. Oh. I think this is the one. Oh yes, I remember this one. Yeah, this one involves garbage. It's not the interesting of a story. Yeah. And then we have, can you hear me? I don't really remember the story much at all, aside from the fact it just, well, it's not the memorable. Okay. Maybe just some prisoner who possibly escapes and not much else. Ooh, yes, the haunting of Velta de Dia. This actually is part one of a three-parter that ends this season. This one has the first depiction of Mary Shelley in Doctor Who. Well, on screen anyways. Apparently she was seen. Apparently her first appearance was, I think, it wasn't a comic book, Battles in Time. Came out in 2008. I'm like, that's interesting. So, this was the first TV appearance. I'm like, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought that was quite strange. Yeah, and then of course we have it's a great story, and then we see this weird thing in the background. Yeah, basically nods to Frankenstein here. Either this is before or after she wrote, and of course it's like it's a haunted house episode. And then we see somebody in distance, like, what the heck is that? And we see this ghost, and it turns out to be a Cyberman. Yes, the Cyberman who is partially converted, and he's able to talk normally. He's got emotions. This episode leads into the two-part finale, where somehow he goes to the future, and apparently it's another Cybertronian war. He gets command of like one of the major ships, and this leads into something that will kind of be set up in the very next series. Well, and then we have the Doctor go back to Gallifrey. The first time Gallifrey has been seen, I believe the last time Gallifrey was seen on screen, no, it was not the 50th anniversary special. No, I think the last time it was seen was in Peter Capaldi's era. It was actually it was just after Clara died. That was the last time it was seen in the series. And where they have a regenerated Rassilon being the president, he got banished from there. And Doctor arrives, and later on, Yaz, Graham, and Ryan arrive, and the capital is in ruins. And you're thinking, what the heck happened? Well, we have the Master come back here. Yeah, he's killed the Time Lords. I'm like, really? We're going through this again? We did this at the start of the series. We put in a pocket universe for them to survive, and they get killed off again. And then, of course, the Master just uses Cyberman technology. By the way, he kills the last Cyberman. He kills him off. Well, we'll see about that. He basically tissue compresses him, takes care of the Cyberman, and proceeds to cyberdize dead Time Lords. Converts them to the Cyber Masters. Yes. The Cybermen have given the power of regeneration so they can live forever. I'm like, what? That's quite strange. And then we lead into, the Master reveals this dirty secret about the Doctor. And we all see his flashback to, like, Ireland, where we have this kid who keeps looking like regenerating. I'm like, what? And then apparently the DNA for this thing was given to Time Lords. Basically, it's the origin story of how they got regenerations. And apparently this kid turns out to be an early incarnation of the Doctor. Oh boy. This revelation about the fact there's more than we know about the Doctor. This retcon related to the Doctor, where the whole confusion stuff and this story, the timeless child. I'm like, yeah, I saw it. I'm like, this is so stupid. And of course, yes, I did watch the very next one afterwards, which I'll discuss the next review for this one. But man, Oh boy, from what I heard, this did not go down very well. Oh boy. From what I heard, longtime Doctor Who fans were ticked off at Chris Chibnall for doing this. I think this was his response of why he did this to expand upon the mystery of the Doctor. You basically ruin the mystery of the Doctor is basically what a lot of people's perspective. My perspective on this is that this retcon was completely necessary. Yes, the origin of how the regeneration is fine, but somehow the Doctor is responsible for it. They harvested DNA from the Doctor, where it was this timeless child, and so the Doctor was it. Now here's the thing. Someone there told me this about this, and I do kind of agree. We only have the word of the Master. The Time Lords have never confirmed this at all, so we just have the Master's word, and he could be lying because he tends to lie. And then, of course, the Doctor gets captured by the Jadoon because they're related to the future Doctor stay at the prison, while Graham, Ryan, and Yaz take another TARDIS back to Earth, and that leads until New Year's special for them. But I do like this series, particular, yes, because Return of Classic Monsters. The only negative I tend to agree with was not a good idea was the retcon Timeless Child. Yeah, this was not a good idea to do, purely because of the fact that this was unnecessary. And do I think that possibly that the next Doctor, who comes after the next one, is basically is Ted Danson back? I'm gonna get to that in the future. Do I think this might be ignored with their next Doctor? I don't know, because I've heard a rumbling that the 15th Doctor is supposed to be gay. I don't know why. They have he's black and he's Scottish. Fine. But it's implied he's gay. Why? Why is it necessary to turn Doctor gay? Yeah. Oh, and the Master's not seen again until, well, I have read he does return for that toward the end of this particular series. I'll get to that. So, yes. So, a very mixed season per se. It's like I would say the best episodes are the two-part Spy Master. I'd say that one's really good. Nicholas Night of Terror. Fugitive, I do like that one. Haunting of I do like the remaining 3 episodes. The only thing I like about the final episode is the retcon, but it was still a good story nonetheless. The only weak episodes I kind of felt this one was Orphan 55, Praxis, Can You Hear Me? Yeah, those 3 were the weakest episodes. So 3 out of 10 is not bad for being very weak. Not really. I'm gonna get the series roughly a. Oh, yes, almost forgot. In one of the episodes, we have a return of Captain Jack Harkness. Yes, first time he's made appearance in Doctor Who in 10 years. I almost kind of look at the back like, oh crap. Oh, by the way, that's the new Master. That's him. And we'll check out what Jack Harkness appear here. Yeah. But yeah, interesting series. The tagline of this one is Space for All. And here's the thing about this one. This season came out well, it came out in 2020 per se. Yes, it kind of did. It came out from the period of, well, January 2020 to it was from January to March. So appeared about a few months. So roughly before. Yes, before. Yeah, roughly before all this stuff, everything that happened a few years ago got shut down. Yeah. And yeah, in the case of the Fugitive Doctor, she did return for Timeless Child, which was her second appearance. She did return also Once Upon a Time, and she appeared one more time after that. And that's it. I'm definitely looking forward to discussing those specials that come right after the series I'm working on right now. But we'll find out. Yeah. So that's a particular review. So yeah, that's it. So next up is going to be Eden Zero. Okay, next view. Bye.